Hello everyone. For this screencast, we will be discussing quality. More specifically, service quality. Our focus for this video will be the 5 dimensions of service quality and how employee climate can affect the quality of a business's offering. We will be using Emirates Airlines as our company reference. By the end of this screencast, you should be able to explain 5 major dimensions of service quality, evaluate the role of employees in determining the quality of a business's offering, discuss how employee climate of a business affects its quality, and explain why quality is so important to businesses. There are 5 dimensions that customers use to evaluate the quality of service that they receive. The first dimension of service quality is reliability. This refers to the organization's ability to perform the service accurately and dependably. There are 3 components attached to this dimension, which involve the ability to complete the service on time, consistently, and error-free every time. The second dimension of service quality is responsiveness. This looks at the organization's ability to respond to the customer needs promptly. Keeping a customer waiting, especially when there is no clear, obvious reason, generates a negative perception among consumers. Next, we will look at assurance. This dimension relies on the employee's ability to establish trust and instill confidence with the customers. This is based on the employee's knowledge and ability to maintain courteous communication. This dimension is characterized by 4 components: competence, respect for the customer, effective communication, and the basic attitude conveyed to the customer. The 4th dimension of service quality is empathy. This is established by the employee's ability to show care and genuine concern for the customer. There are 3 questions the customer may ask when trying to gauge an employee's level of empathy. Is the customer service representative approachable? Do they seem sensitive? And is the representative trying to understand my needs? The 5th and final dimension involves the tangibles. This refers to the company's aesthetics. It looks at if the service is visually appealing to the customer, or if it is at least in line with what the customer may expect for the specific industry. Now we will look at the role of the employee in determining a business's level of quality. Have you ever been to a bank or the licensing office and found that after a tremendously long wait you were met by an employee who was sluggish, irritable, or generally unpleasant? I'm sure this left you with a very poor impression of that business. You may even be unwilling or reluctant to return in the future. This is essentially the role employees play in determining service quality. They are the faces of every organization and most directly responsible for delivering the 5 dimensions of quality previously explained. Our 3rd objective looks at how the employee climate affects the quality of a service. Employee climate looks at the conditions employees are subject to work under and their level of satisfaction with their work environment. Here is a clip by philanthropist Richard Branson illustrating this topic.
It sort of should go without saying, and it's surprising that that it still doesn't go without saying at some companies. I mean, if the person who works at your company is 100% proud of the job they're doing, if you give them the tools to do a good job, that they're proud of the brand. If they're well looked after, if they're treated well, then they're going to be smiling, they're going to be happy, and therefore the customer will have a nice experience. If the person who's working for your company is not given the right tools, is not looked after, is not appreciated, they're not going to do things with a smile, and therefore the customer will be treated in a way which where often they won't want to come back for more. So my philosophy has always been, if you can put your staff first, your customers second, and your shareholders third, effectively, in the end, the shareholders do well, the customers do better, and your staff are happy.
We now move on to our final objective, which looks at why quality is so important to begin with. When a business offers its customers great service quality, they encourage these customers to return again and again. This will undoubtedly have a very positive impact on the business's key performance indicators. For example, the business may experience increased revenue, larger profit margins, greater customer satisfaction, increasing market share, and very high levels of productivity. With all these factors to consider, it is not difficult to surmise that a business offering a high level of service quality is more likely to be successful than not. For the next few minutes, we'll be looking at a short interview with university student Brett Lucas, who will tell us about his experience with Emirates Airlines. From this interview, see if you can pull out at least one instant where each dimension of service quality is exhibited. So tell us about this service that you received on the airline.
Well, to me, service on all airlines, they always have the basic service, which is like, hi, how are you? Like the normal greetings. But on Emirates Airlines especially, they do go to another level. Like, they give you the normal greeting, but during the flight, because it's such a long flight, they encourage you to get up, walk around, ask if you want water. They always seek your interest. They never really look unhappy. They always have a smile on their face. Unlike other airlines where they dress okay, with Emirates, they all have each air hostess they have to have a distinct look. So they have to have their hair in one, have to always wear a hat on their head and have to wear red lipstick, makeup has to be a certain height, a certain they have to look presentable in a way that's appealing to everyone. And it's not like in every other airline where they just take any and everybody. They take a specific criteria of like most Middle Eastern airlines, Emirates has maybe one of the most reliable service in the world. And that's because Emirates thinks that once you're reliable, you won't lose money. So you will never see an Emirates airline being delayed. It will only be delayed really for something that's really drastic, but it will never be delayed because of people not being on time. It'll always be something like a freak incident, like a storm or something. You always, when you go on the plane, you always expect the hostesses to always treat you the same way. You would never see anybody treating you differently, any prejudice, nothing different.
Do you have any specific stories that you would like to share about flying with Emirates?
Yeah, I do. You will take out a first class seat, and boy, a first class seat is a dream. You ever took a bath on an airline? like I never even thought that was possible until the air hostess came to me and said, I think it's time for your bath. I said, what? A bath? like wow. And then when you went to the bath, you got hot and cold water, you got extra a towel, top of the line soaps, everything, and then when you reach back to your seat, they had your bed made for you. They had your bed made for you, they had food waiting for you. It was really like if it was in a hotel. To me, flying with Emirates, I think if I had the money to do this every day, to have Emirates fly me everywhere in the world, I think I would do that all the time. I can't see myself ever going to another airline.
Now that we've reached the end of this screencast, try to think of an occasion where you received excellent service quality from another business. Were all the dimensions of service quality present? For more reading about the 5 dimensions of service quality, check out the attached link. My name is Leandra Samaru, and thank you for watching.